Hey guys, this is Chris Nelson,
And Sarah Nelson.
and we're gonna give you the top 10 tips of visiting Scotland.
10, all 10. Yay!
Record? Alright, so just some tips when visiting Scotland. 10 top tips for visiting Scotland. So, number one would be in June and July are tourist seasons, so they would not be the time that you would want to go. Actually, believe it or not, it's like the middle of like the summer, so there's a good chance of it raining. Their seasons are actually a little bit off. So the best times to go would be like April and May, because that's like right before the big tourist season, but there's still like right during spring, so there's like everything's all green and beautiful and lush. That'd be a good time to go. Tip number 2, don't wear someone else's tartan. It's considered very rude. So a tartan is part of your apparel. So it can be either be worn on like a shirt or like a sash or as a kilt, but it describes like someone's like family or heritage or the area they came from. So it's really important not to wear someone else's tartan or to go with something generic. Something else would be eat local food. So like the main thing in Scotland is haggis. So haggis, if you hear what it is, you may not want to eat it, but you should definitely try it if you ever make it out there. So it's sheep or cow's heart, liver, and lungs minced together in a sheep's stomach or artificial casing. So like I said, it sounds really nasty, but it's like something that's been made there for a long time, and something you should try. Tip number 4, don't ask to take food home as leftovers, and try to eat all the food you're given. So they're really polite over there. So they try to, like over in Italy and other countries nearby Europe, they try to just eat all of the food that they're given whenever you go out to eat. That's a very common thing in that whole area of the world. The other thing would be that they don't take stuff home. So it's actually very similar to like over in Italy and Europe, that you don't take food home when you go out to eat. So it's actually a common thing there. Tip number 5. Don't shout in a crowd. It's considered very rude. So they do lots of hand gestures and, hi, hey, how's it going? All types of things. But considered like yelling, especially over people or right near people, is considered very rude. And we do it here in America all the time. But over there, it's considered rude. They're actually a lot more polite over there than you'd think.
So, tip number 6 is to dress for the rain, because most of the year it's very possible to rain even if it looks like a sunny day. So, most of the rumors that you hear is that Scotland has very bad weather. Even though they do get sun and rain and stuff, it's very possible to get like all 4 seasons in one day. So the weather is very unpredictable. 7, don't wear heels, girls. Don't do it. They have very like rocky cliffs, and most of the areas of Scotland have like really rough terrain, especially like the large cities like Edinburgh. And it's just a bad idea. Don't bring your heels or like tennis shoes. All right, number 8 is you can drive a car in Scotland, but you have to have a valid license in the country you were from. And you have to drive on the left side of the road, which is really weird for us, but it's proper. Tip number 9 is to visit Scotland between November and April to go on one of the 5 ski resorts. There's 5 ski resorts. Why do they have them? And number 10, yay, is to watch some of the 80 different Highland games that go on May through September on the different islands and villages throughout Scotland. And they like throw the trees and they pull ropes and they dance, and it's a bunch of weird stuff, but it's cool.